We are very delighted today to have with us Right Honorable Dr. Samson Kisekka, the Prime Minister of Uganda. So you're most welcome to our studio, sir.
Thank you.
And to talk to the Prime Minister, I have with me Mr. Charles Kabuye and Mr. Jesse Mashatte from the Current Affairs section of Uganda Television. How did you leave your medical practice and join the Liberation Forces?
No, I didn't leave it. I didn't leave it. In 1980 came along. Then we started the Uganda People's Movement, Patriotic Movement, and Yoweri Museveni. I was a member of that founders committee, and I went in for sorry. I was a parliamentary candidate of UPM in Northeast Piggy. So we lost. You know what happened.
Yes.
And then we said, all right, we'll fight.
Yeah.
And we started fighting until they chased me, they tried to look for me. On Christmas Day 1981, I had to run away from this country. So I went over to other country. That's where we have been.
Mr. Prime Minister, we'd like to congratulate you for taking so much time when you had to leave your practice in Kampala here to go into the struggle and achieve what we have seen. We are very proud of you, sir.
Thank you.
Interesting, Dr. Kisekka, that you say you actually entered the struggle after such a long period of experience in so many fields.
That's right.
But when you entered the struggle, did you actually have to train for military service within the movement? And how did you go through this?
No, not necessarily.
What did this mean?
By being a fighter does not mean that you only use a gun, but you can use your brain. That's what we have been doing.
We would like to know more about this.
Well, so we had to go out to this country, stay out, and try to organize, to mobilize all Ugandans. So we had to find out everything had been monitored. So we had all the information in and out. So though we had no guns outside, but we were fighting. We were fighting the evil, that system. Because this system of indirect rule we thought was not proper at the present stage of development. Of imposing somebody, you get somebody, you impose on a society. It's not fair. Now the leadership, the new code of leadership is, instead of centralization, you must go in decentralization. Instead of having power above, the power goes to the people.
Yeah.
That's why we say, call it our policy, but we think that the ordinary person in Uganda has been cheated for so long by this system. You see, he's the man who is growing coffee. He's the man who is growing cotton, but he gets nothing out of it. It may surprise you, but it's true that a coffee grower gets only 15% of what he's supposed to get. And yet the government is not growing coffee. It's the people, and they're being cheated, and we can't allow that. People who are growing cotton, it's the same thing. It may surprise you, but it's true that the cotton which was grown in 1981 is still unginned even now. And yet the so-called leaders, I call them bankrupt leaders, have gone to the World Bank, IMF, to incur a national debt when they have got the cotton here. I mean, how do you like it?
It's bad.
Well, that's why we say that we want the ordinary people, that's on the village, to elect their own leaders. If they have elected you and don't measure up to the standard, they say, oh no, come down, you get mistakes to come and lead us. We don't care whether you are Roman Catholic or Protestant or Muslim or a woman, or you are educated or we're not educated. As long as the people believe in you, on your own village, they elect you. And it must be the people on the village who initiate any development. Because people on village A know what they want. On people B, it may not be the same thing, but they want. So they just initiate that development. And the government is there to assist them because we have the experts. So that people become a part and parcel of these developments. Otherwise, we will never come out of the third world.